Oh, Henry's already gone to church. We've missed him this morning. It's so funny, you look at a house and you think you've done a really good job, and I'm like, wow, could do so much more.
I was working for The Gap, doing product development. Had a really unusual life. I mean, living in five-star hotels, and I knew every customs agent in every country. I didn't have much of a grounded life. And then later I had a death in my family. And then one day I came to work and I just realized I just couldn't go back again, that I needed to make a change.
This is downtown Greensboro. This is the capital of Hale County. And there's a population of only about 2,700 left, so we have really high populations of elderly and disabled and a really high level of poverty. What I ended up doing was realizing that there was a real need for information. Families can come in and out off the street for home repair, home ownership, and rental assistance.
When I got here, what I realized is that I didn't understand, and I had to spend time learning. Talking to an elderly woman, Elizabeth, who gave me most of the guidance when I first got here, I couldn't understand how she didn't have a legal right to fix up the home she lived in for 60 years. And like, what do you mean in America there's no help? And watching, I think what I watched with her is that she got to a place of acceptance where there really was no help and it was going to be okay for her. And she would make do. And for seeing that for the first time, it made me so angry that somebody in America would have to go without and that they could be forgotten. It didn't make sense. I realized there's so much more that could happen. And if I just use the knowledge I have, I know we can twist that around together to make it possible for change to happen here. Henry Lawson is a man that I found out about through a nurse. They had a man who was living in a home that should be condemned. We got the idea together that maybe together somehow we could build a house, and I had never done something like that. Within a week, everybody had rallied around Henry and created a way for him to have a new home. This year, we hope to have 170 homes go in the ground. I got a large 6-acre parcel downtown. I'm very excited to build some houses. These are some of the houses in the neighborhood. Some of them are still lived in. They're really tough. A couple of them don't have indoor plumbing. I want to show you this new model we've been working on. So we're trying to make the payment less than $150 a month. We did want them to contribute some money towards the payment and some sweat equity into the house, but also make it so that it would be affordable on most incomes for rural families.
We're going to be putting the plywood on these walls.
So you're going to get to the second story today?
That's the goal, we hope.
She's an amazing person to be able to do what she does.
Somehow she finds the energy to keep on going, so.
Yeah.
Good morning, Henry. I saw you driving by. I was like, I know Henry's here. I'm glad you're here.
Yes, ma'am. I'm glad.
Look what we're doing. We're fixing up this old house. What do you think?
What, you gonna tear it down?
No, we're gonna fix it up. We thought we'd rebuild it because it's so old and make it real special. And then when people want to come volunteer, they'll have a place to stay.
That's right.
Pretty cool, huh?
That's right.
I remember he was holding hands with me on the sidewalk in front of his house that day, and he said if people could have seen what it was like growing up here. I wasn't allowed to walk on the sidewalks because I was black, and you know, we're standing there holding hands, and he said if people could see how we could work together, it would change things here.